My everything aches. It takes me a long, lazy minute to remember why I'm sitting up, forehead plastered to the steering wheel, rather than in my bed. I drove all through the night to get us to the Grand Canyon, arriving at the South Rim right around the time that I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. We're in a campsite, apparently, but I don't remember anything past reaching the park's edge and paying the entry fee. I probably shouldn't have been driving, but we made it here all right. Yeah, I don't remember any of that either, so we're in the same boat, you and I. A sour taste pervades my mouth, courtesy of the empty energy drink at my side. I groan as I clamber up and head to go to brush my teeth. When I exit the bathroom, Marina is waiting at the front, all dressed and ready to go. Good morning! No. Good morning. I'm still too sleepy to match her enthusiasm. Undeterred, she comes forward and presses a mug in my hands. I made you some coffee. But it was a couple of hours ago, so it's kind of cold now. Thanks. It's also brewed too weak, but I don't tell her that. I drain my cup in seconds and pour myself another. That's also finished in a few long gulps. You really like coffee, don't you? I guess. I think I'm just addicted. You don't even put any cream or sugar in it, right? Nope, I always drink it black. She wrinkles her nose in disgust. Ugh, I can't stand the taste. I noticed. Have you gone and looked around yet? There are dozens, if not hundreds, of people milling around, and that's just what I can see from here. Most likely treasure hunters. Look around? Without you? Yeah, what is it, noon? Almost. But I didn't want to leave without you. That's sweet of her. What if I get lost? You're like my map. Oh. Maybe not. Besides, it's boring to go look around by myself. You think? I used to do it lots before we met up. It was nice to be alone and think. Her face falls. Seconds later, I realize my mistake and mentally kick myself. Not to say I don't like having you around. I just mean it's not so bad being on your own for a little bit. She ponders for a moment. Well, I don't like being alone. A small frown makes me think she's upset, but then it melts away and is replaced with her trademark smile. Something about how the sunlight frames her face right then makes my heart skip a beat. I want to admire her for longer, but I think my face gives it away. Soon she shifts to asking with her eyes. Something wrong? I shake my head to clear it. No, sorry. I just zoned out for a second. Let me finish this coffee and then we can go. Okay. Oh, she's blushing. Aw, cutie pie. I don't know how you can be up and at 'em just like that. Usually it takes me hours to wake up. I know. I do a lot of waiting for you. Maria stomps over and Play hits me on the shoulder. Meanie, I do my best for you. Yeah. There aren't enough hours in the day for you to sleep as much as you want. What? Are you saying I don't need my beauty sleep? And she's kidding, but I freeze. She is joking, right? Amber? The jaunty tone in her voice is gone. Yeah, I croak out a response. Zone out again? Something like that. Even I'm surprised by how off guard that caught me. It was a simple joke, but it was a little too relevant. seconds after thinking how pretty she looks. I need to stop being so weird sometimes, or that'll scare her off more than her finding out that I might, just maybe, could possibly have a crush on her. Maybe you just need more coffee. Yeah. Probably. Her grin gets huge. You need as much coffee as I do sleep. See? We're even. I laugh as I pour myself a third cup, tilting the pot to get the dregs. Gross. That is the sign of desperation. I'm not a coffee drinker, but let me tell you, I've been there. I've been to the coffee pot in my desperation, and the one was not fun. You might be right. She prances back to the front door, nose held in the air like she's won some great victory. I catch her peeking back to see if I'm watching, so I make a big show of rolling my eyes. She sticks her tongue out at me in return. When I set my cup down in the sink, Marina throws the door open and waits for me to step out. Having been mostly asleep and in the dark, it looks like I did an okay job parking. By which I mean we're actually in one of the designated camping spaces. Oh, girl, you look like you need a nap. Just wait for those 3 cups to set in. That's a lot more than I can say for a lot of the others here. Tents cover nearly every patch of land that doesn't have an RV on it. Some even come right up against the road itself, causing a few cars that pass by it to have to hug the edge. Just like in Shiprock, this is a fiasco. Squads of little kids rampage around, squirting each other and everyone else with water guns and just being in the way. Ugh. One little brat runs up to us and holds out his squirt gun like he's gonna shoot me. But then the death glare I give him sends him running back to the other direction. Not a fan of kids? Not the rotten ones. Marina, on the other hand, waves at the retreating boy and giggles as a weak burst of water hits her. I don't know how you can stand it. They're just kids. Besides, I'm pretty used to it. Big family, right? Yep. We start to walk in the direction of the canyon itself, pausing sometimes to let cars or tour groups pass us by. This is such a huge mess. Wonder how many of them are treasure hunters. Well, it is the Grand Canyon, so a lot of people are probably just regular tourists, right? Yeah, probably. I feel bad for them, and all the other people who just want to enjoy the parks. You really hate people, don't you? What? Where'd that come from? I don't know. You're just always complaining about there being too many people around. Do I really complain that much? Thinking about it, I guess I do. I don't hate people. I just don't like it when it's all chaotic like this. So, you don't like crowds then? That's closer, yeah. Kinda weird that you're so hyped for this music thing then, don't you think? Isn't that gonna be the biggest crowd yet? Sure. But that's different. Why? I don't know. It just is. Why? What are you, like 5? No wonder you get along with kids so well. We both laugh. But I guess it's just because everyone is there for the same thing. You have something in common with them. Isn't everyone here for the same thing? Yeah, but I struggle to find an explanation. But she laughs it off and shrugs. I'm just kidding anyway. You can't be the only one who teases. You don't like big crowds, that's fine. What about you? I think it's fun. And besides, you get to meet all sorts of cool people. Who knows? Maybe you'll meet a special person, or someone, or a long-lost relative or something. Special someone, huh? Maybe. Would be pretty unlikely, though. Probably. But it's still fun to think about. And speaking of odds, Amber... Marina points at another cluster of motorhomes down the road. I follow her gaze, immediately understanding. Taking up 2 spaces because of its size and bad parking is a familiar titan of an RV. God, no. But Marina's already headed towards it. My nemesis. Mariah's motorhome. The door flies open seconds before Marina reaches it. Out strolls Joseph. Tess close behind. You call that a break? You've had boyfriends that last longer. Sis has never had a boyfriend. My point exactly. Quit your moaning. You two just need more work. There, let's try that line again. You two just need more work ether. You two just need more work ether. Whatever. You mean ethics. Yeah, Joseph, you tell her. Needs ethics. You probably have never heard of the word. Harsh. Mariah appears in the doorway, leaning on a shovel. I can see her about to retort, but then she spots either me or Marina, and her glare is replaced with a smug grin. Well. Look who finally caught up. Hey, guys! No, hey there, ladies. I sigh and speed up my glacial pace. May as well get this over with. Mariah picks up a crate of tools from beside her and carries them out before shoving the crate into Joseph's hands. His knees buckle at the weight and he sets it on the ground. Huh, did you follow our dust all the way here? I wish we'd seen it so we could have stayed away. Huh, maybe you should go now and get a head start on the next piece before we find the one here. She clutches her shovel like a sword and points it at me. Unless you're gonna fight us on this one too. I raise my hands in surrender. We already had one bust at Canyon de Shelley. This one's all yours to screw up. Shovel drops a couple of inches, either as a response or because her arm's getting sore. Canyon de Shelley? But there's only one Grand Canyon. There's more than one canyon in the world, Mare. Figure that at the Mummy Cave ruins, we didn't find anything. So if you want to search all 2,000 miles of Grand Canyon, then good luck. Damn it! Mariah throws down her hands and the tool bag slips from her, plummeting into Joseph's hands. Hard. The crates in his hands are the next to fall. This time, on the other foot. The boxes burst open, flooding the ground with heavy hammers and wrenches. A gasp escapes his mouth, then silence. Are you going to get drunk and cry yourself to sleep again, sis? Somehow, through pained grunts, Joseph manages to speak. The limit is once per week. Mariah's eyes twitch. In one smooth motion, she whirls around and clunks her companions' heads, huffs and crosses her arms. Joseph reacts like any normal human being and rubs his head to soothe his never-ending pain. Tess hardly acknowledges it, wobbling back and forth like a human bobblehead. Lucky for Joseph that pain is a gating mechanism. Your brain mostly recognizes the most dominant source of pain. I mean, it'll hear all the pain, but it only gets the brunt of the most dominant source. So, go Joseph, right? And the human brain. I might be wrong about that. I don't think I'll ever get how creepy that girl is. She clunks Joseph again for good measure. Marina and I both wince. Poor Joseph. I imagine this is how it was for Howard when she first met Linda. Oh, right, the air quote hillbillies. Yeah, alright. At least we'd get to see the canyon that way. Jesus! Yeah, she just kind of reapered her way over to Amber. Just... The grave cannot hold me. From out of nowhere, Tess pops up by my side. Tess has been wanting to go out and see the sights, but Mariah's too busy breaking her back for that. Big sisters are bossy, huh? Tess nods, which prompts Marina to stoop down and hug her in apathetic kindred spirit. You're not alone. Marina looks up at me, eyes big. Can we keep her? She's so cute. That's property theft! Oh god, you are a slave, Tess. Run. Run now. Seek refuge. Sorry, only one stray at a time. Aww. Marina releases Tess and reaches out her hand as they float apart. Anyway, let's get going. If they're gonna waste all day, we can at least leave them to it. But Mariah waves her shovel in Joseph's face. Pick up her crap! We're gonna rethink our strategy. Crap? Yes, all of this crap! She taps the crate that she forced on him just a minute ago. I think I bumped the microphone. Oh well. Joseph covers Tess's ears and mutters something that I can't quite make out. Wait, I have an idea. 4 pairs of eyes turn to look at her. Me and Amber were about to go sightseeing. Why don't you guys come with us? Both at the same time. That's a terrible idea. Hey, we agree on something. But Tessa's eyes sparkle with determination, nodding as she reaches up to tug on Mariah's suit. That's 1 vote for yes. She turns to me, pleading look in her eyes, hoping to make that 2 yes vote. I think that sounds like a great time, too. It'd be a nice break. I forbid it! You've already had a break. We have too much to focus on. Getting distracted by dusty old rocks is the last thing we need. You always say that, but look at her! He points to Tess, her face shining with interest since the word sightseeing. When did she show the least bit of interest in something? Hell, has she ever shown interest in something? We're still not going. An irritable groan rumbles through Joseph's throat, but he still looks as casual and relaxed as he usually does. Look, we're not always gonna do what you want to do just because you say so. We're going, and if we have to, we'll force you to come along. Hey man, I say leave her alone. She doesn't want to come. Don't want to be a team player. That's fine. She could be solo team. She could solo this dungeon all on her own. She's the champion. Look at her face. It's the face of a champion. Marina laughs awkwardly. It's fine, you guys. You don't have to come if you don't want to. But it's too late for that. Mariah lets out a single disingenuous "Ha!" and marches to Joseph. "Oh, you're going to force me to go, huh?" "That's right." She stares him up and down, to be accurate. Or up, to be accurate. The top of her head only reaching up to his chin. Regardless, she gives him a nasty grin and repeatedly pokes his chest for daring to defy her. This doesn't seem to faze him, though, as his lips curl to an ominous smile. "And how exactly do you plan to do that?" Oh dear. They're into the rough stuff, aren't they? Vast and majestic, the canyon dominates the horizon as far as my eyes can see. Calico rocks are given a murky tint by the dying sunlight. I can't help but notice that Amber and Mariah are together here. So what did he do, I wonder? It's a breathtaking view. I just stare out over the abyss, watching as the sun slowly climbs down the sky. "What are you even looking at?" She says it flatly, not like a question. Mariah's been this way for hours now, since Joseph practically dragged her out of the RV. While the other three have been amusing themselves with disposable cameras and curiosity, Mariah's tailed me like a mangy dog. She won't let me forget about her relentless apathy, punctuating with frequent sighs. "I'm looking at the cliffs, considering sending you to get a closer look at the bottom." "Oh, damn. Damn, girl. We're talking murder here." "This is your fault, you know." "What is?" "That we're here, or at least that I'm here." "Hey, I didn't want you to come along either. That was all Marina." "Just tell that airhead no sometime. Guessing you've never turned down a request of hers in your life." I shoot her a dirty look at the word airhead. Mariah rolls her eyes. She doesn't care, not one bit. She wanted to play with Tess. Someone has to. Joe does it all the time. Her ability to miss the point is actually kind of impressive. Besides, you should see the look I get if I try to stop her from something. Maybe I can't say no. Be more like me. Mental fortitude and training. It's almost breaking down when someone threatens to take away the... Let's try that again. Is almost breaking down when someone threatens to take away the key to your liquor cabinet part of the mental fortitude and training? I think we just figured out how Joseph got her to come along. She clicks her tongue in annoyance and grumbles. I could have still said no. I was just doing it for Tess. I turn my attention over to the impromptu photo shoot again. Both the girls climb onto the rock and lean against the railing to take pictures. Joseph trails behind, probably to make sure no one slips. Sometimes he's pulled in for a picture too. Group selfie! Marina's taken pictures of just about everything. The sky, the ground, a pouting Mariah. A photographer she is not. As a photographer, she is not very picky. Tess, on the other hand, seems to have an actual knack for it. She's taken pictures of scenic valleys and close-ups of beautiful desert flowers in full bloom, usually with Joseph as the model. She even managed to get close enough to take one of an eagle perched on a rock. Not hard when you're practically invisible, though. Clearly, you've never heard of hawk-like vision or whatever. Eagle-eyed? Yeah, we'll go with eagle-eyed. I don't even know why she's so interested in this stuff. What? The wonder and majesty of nature, naturally formed geographical wonders? That's a fancy way of saying overgrown rocks. Who cares? Shouldn't you be glad that she is? Why? I'd prefer she cared about something that matters. Like getting rich? Exactly. It's Americana this, sightseeing that. What the hell is even Americana? Don't mess with Texas shirts. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, that's Mariah. Damn it, the two M names are very similar. Don't mess with Texas shirts and old rocking chairs that come with Hicks farted on. Some Hicks farted on. Do you ever listen to yourself talk? Just be happy that she's interested in culture and expanding her horizons. Culture? Ha! Our favorite foods are bastardized versions of foreign cuisine. Culture's a sham. When I was her age, I was interested in things that actually mattered, like treasure. Joseph. Years later and nothing's changed. Since the other girls are taking a break, Joseph's joined us. They want to take some pictures with you. Mariah starts to protest, but Joseph cuts her off. Your sister wanted me to ask. Her mouth shuts, and she rolls her eyes again. Fine. She stalks over to where they are, kicking up clouds of dust with every step. Sorry if she's causing you trouble. She can be a bit of a handful. I know it's hard to believe, but there's a good heart in there. Somewhere. She'd probably sell it for $1 if she could. Joseph laughs heartily. I guess that was a hearty laugh. Imagine it was. You might be right. That's how she is, I guess. Been that way since we were kids. It's hard to imagine that someone could not only know Mariah as a child, but wanted to maintain a friendship with her for the rest of their lives. Come to think of it, Joseph's a bit of an odd case compared to the other two. Odd just because he's so normal. Hey, can I ask you something? Shoot. Do you care about the treasure? He scratches the stubble on his chin and thinks about it. Like, do you have a good head on your shoulder? Let's try that again. Like, you have a good head on your shoulders. Why do you let her drag you around? Well, it's not that I don't care about the treasure. Being rich doesn't sound like a bad gig at all. But I wouldn't say I have a good head on my shoulders either. If it came down to treasure hunting or kicking back on a couch all day, I'd pick the couch. Figures. His own broad smile returns. I didn't even notice it disappear. But as for them, one of them needs someone to look out for her, and the other is 10. Now we both laugh. If she is the one who gets me off the couch, I'm the one who gets her to sit down sometimes. Even back in school, she was always picking fights. Didn't matter if it was with another kid or a teacher. Got her ass kicked a couple of times. If she were all on her own, she'd tear apart the whole Southwest. That makes sense? I look over to where the three of them are still taking pictures. Tess is standing on a rock so that she's the same level as the others. Right now, 2 of her fingers hold Mariah's mouth in the shape of a smile. On Mariah's other side, Marina holds the camera out and takes their picture. Selfie! Then Tess takes one, though Marina keeps her hand out of Marina's mouth. Yeah, I know what you mean. Plus, someone's gotta make sure Tess doesn't starve. Catching us watching, Marina waves vigorously. She nearly knocks Mariah's lights out when she does. I wave back. Tess says something that gets Marina's attention, and after a second, Marina hurries over. I wince as I watch her clumsily climb over the rocks, scared that she's gonna slip and hurt herself. But she arrives unharmed. Tess wanted me to ask you if you'd be in the pictures too, Joe. She says she wants all three of you. Looks like that's my cue. With nothing more to say, he drifts over to the others and exchanges spots with Marina. Ugh, damn names. Tess passes him the camera, and he holds it up to his eye. Why are you using this cheap thing anyway? The camera on Mariah's phone's way better. He takes the camera from Tess and dangles it from his fingers, observing it like an ancient, long-buried artifact. The memory is full of all of her journal entries. Journal? It's more like angsty poetry. Mariah turns towards me, panic and fury in her eyes, but she's too slow. How did that one go again? Oh yeah! Rivers of amber pour from my bottle like tears, forever sweeping El Dorado beyond my grasp. Mariah slouches. She writes poetry. Aww. I hate you both. No, we love you too, Mariah. Mariah, damn, it's M names. Tess clings to her sister's waist like a magnet, showing her affection. It goes ignored. Now squeeze in. I'm not sure how we're all gonna fit. I watch for a moment before I tap Marina on the shoulder. That should keep them busy for a while. Quick, while they're distracted. What? I grab Marina's hand and dash off, dragging her behind me. Her feet have trouble keeping up, but I don't slow down. I don't look back. I just keep running. Amber, where are we going? We wander around for a while until we find another viewpoint that's empty of other people. I'm guessing that a lot of the treasure hunters are out looking now, since the oppressive heat isn't as bad. I lean against the rail, my head propping up on my arms. The cool metal feels nice against my skin. Marina does the same. She sighs wistfully. So pretty. Which part? All of it. Especially the sunset. Nearly all of the sunlight's been swallowed up by the canyon's colossal darkness. Shadows cast by the stones mute the gorgeous colors as the sun melts into the tip of the canyon. It's barren and desolate, but Marina's right. It's pretty. Oh, let's take a picture before it gets too dark. You're not getting out of this one. You haven't been in any of the pictures today. Yeah, that's on purpose. Scooch in. Like, together? Duh. She slides towards me and I squirm away on instinct. Aww. What's wrong? Immediately before I can answer, she grins slyly. Wait a second. You're camera shy, aren't you? Am not, I retort a little too quickly. Oh? Clearly she doesn't believe me. It's not that I'm afraid of them or anything. I just don't like having my picture taken. How come? I shrug. Just don't. Well, you have to deal with it this time. She zips over and, before I can react, has pressed her cheek to mine. Aww. The shutter clicks and I'm momentarily stunned by the flash. Before I can protest or enjoy the closeness, she's already pulled away and is checking the results. It's cute! Look! She shoves the camera into my face, but it's so close that the screen is so small that I can't actually see the picture. I just nod. Yeah. I can't wait to get these developed. Turning to me, Marina pauses. How do you get photos developed anyway? Well, we'll have to take them to a store and have them do it. Most big supermarkets can. Okay, first thing tomorrow then. Sure. Like a hummingbird, Marina darts towards me and gives me a tight hug. Thanks for coming out here. It's been so amazing. I hope it was worth it. I look down at her, pressed against me. Yeah, it was. Marina pulls away, and to my great disappointment, she opens her mouth and like she's going to say something, but then seems to change her mind. What? What? You were about to say something. What was it? Oh, never mind. Hey, you can't do that. Now I really want to know. She giggles, but it is distracted sounding. Okay, fine. I was just gonna ask. Why is it that you hate Mariah so much and Mariah and her group so much? Huh, where'd that come from? Marina turns away and stares out over the canyon again. It's getting pretty dark. She's quiet for a moment before she talks. I don't know. You just complain about them a lot. I don't hate them, dummy. Joe and Tess are fine. It's just Mariah that I have a problem with. How come? She's a bitch. Damn, laying that on the table. She's a bitch. Loud and rude and obnoxious. I really hate people like that. She thinks she's always right, too. Sounds like someone else I know. Are they too similar to each other? Oh, shit. Don't give me that. We're nothing alike. Marina laughs. Yeah. Half a minute passes in silence. You're way cuter than she is. What? Time stops, and so does my heart. Everything feels like it's frozen. I look over at Marina, but she's looking at the canyon, not me. Still just a couple of inches away. I gulp, swallowing the lump forming in my throat. You said that before, I think. You're cuter. Oh, hush, I'm trying to compliment you. I fall silent for a moment, not sure how to respond. You know, back when we first met, I meant what I said about you being cute, too. She giggles again. I had forgotten about that. As if on cue, a light breeze starts up, causing her hair to billow out like a cloud. Her side tail, hastily bound, looks as if it might come undone. Finally, she turns to look at me, her eyes wide and lips glistening. My palms are dry and my knees tremble. Girl, make your move. Gulping yet again, I cross the short distance between us in a half step, leaning in and... There you are! Oh, someone's about to die. Mariah's shrill voice cuts through the moment, rupturing my eardrums and patience. I pull away, and Marina has already turned around to face them. The trio appears like specters out of the darkness. You left us behind. We tried to, at least. You were the ones who dragged us out here. I at least expect you to stick around. Cowed into submission, Marina's shoulders fall. Back off. I wanted to go see the sunset without you sighing about it. Whatever. It was a waste of time either way. Come on, we're going back. Mariah lopes off down the path at a brisk pace. Marina and Tess are back to photographing anything and everything through the low light means that the pictures won't show up. Joseph and I trail behind at the end of the party. How was the sunset? Sighing, I pull ahead. Right now, even Joseph seems like a little too much. It was okay.